Yo, what's up, guys? I have a very exciting episode today. First off, we're going to be speaking about BeatStars, how I got accepted, how I use them, how I utilize them to help sell beats. Also going to do a little storytelling. We're also going to have fun today because today's just I've had a great day. I hope you have a great day, or you're having a great day whenever you're listening to this. And yeah, if you don't know who I am, my name is Beats4Feet. I make beats. I'm 15 years old and I'm a producer. And we have a lot of exciting content to go over today. We're going to talk about how I utilize BeatStars, how I sell beats off BeatStars, how I use their publishing program, and much more. I heard that you can maybe even publish podcasts through BeatStars. And I may even land something with BeatStars, get on their podcast or something, get promoted by them, because they have their daily lives, like their daily podcasts for BeatStars. And I have reached out to them, telling them, hey, I use BeatStars, I'm a producer, and I think I could provide some points on the community, some views from the community, like how people, like a perspective upon the producer community. And with that being said, let's get into our first segment. Today's sponsor is Anchor. It's the platform I use to record my podcast. It is free and it's easy to use while it has editing tools already built in. Anchor lets you distribute your podcast to any platform such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money with no minimum viewers. It's a great source of side income if you want to start a podcast. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app now or go to linktr.ee to get started. Let's get into our next segment. Now, what I love about BeatStars is that it's really easy to use. Like, I use it all the time, obviously, because, I don't publish as much as I used to on there. I still have some tracks published on there, and the ones I did publish, they got some streams. They got a couple thousand streams. I sold a couple beats. Yeah, it's good when you actually sell some beats. But it's not as good as when you sell beats through actually Instagram marketing or Twitter marketing or YouTube marketing or whatever platform you use. The way you submit the beats, like BeatStars Studios, it's really simple. You just upload the WAV file, you upload the untagged version and the tagged version, and then you put the description, like what if it's a type beat, what type beat is it, like say it's a Fetty Wap type beat or a Doja Cat type beat, I don't know, whatever music you listen to or whatever beats you make. And yeah, that's one thing about their thing. Other thing is okay, I'm gonna tell you a story about how I screwed up my PayPal. It's really funny. Actually, it's not funny. Yeah, you'll probably find it funny, but I don't find it funny because I messed up my whole PayPal. So I was going to connect my PayPal to their BeatStars studio thing to collect my money, because it was the first time I ever collected money off BeatStars. And so I get on there, I connect my PayPal, and it tells me I have to turn my PayPal into a business PayPal. So I do that, and when I do this, I'm like, okay, everything works. I claimed the money, I got the money in the PayPal. I'm like, okay, it works fine. The layout's different, like when you go on your computer and log in, and it shows like the business information and stuff. I was like, whoa, I gotta get new to this. So next day comes around, I'm like, I don't know, I'm thirsty or something. I'm with my dad. I was driving somewhere. I think it was Ingles. Yeah, I was up at Ingles at the gas station. And I hand him my PayPal card, and I told him PIN number. I'm like, hey, can you give me a Monster up there, a Monster Energy drink? He's like, sure, bro. Or, sure, Evan. Yeah, I don't know why he called me bro. I'm his son. Anyways, he goes up there, and he starts screaming my name. Evan, come over here, it ain't working. I was like, I have like $400 on the PayPal card, what do you mean it's not going through? So I'll put in the PIN number myself, and it says decline, and I just had to transfer like the $2 to his bank account, wire it to him, and I figured out that you have to wait a 14-day period once you switch from a business account to a personal account to a business account, that you have to wait 14 days to actually use the card again. And so I wasn't having this, so the PayPal was actually in his name at the time. So I was like, screw this, I'm getting my own PayPal. I'm going to have a personal and a business PayPal. And I've heard that is the way most people do it. Like that are producers, they have two PayPals, their business and their producer one. Oh, my fan just died. Yeah, and that really sucked. I didn't get my monster that day. Actually, I did get my monster that day. And yeah, that's about that. And that's why I hate that crap with the BeatStars Studio. Yeah, it messed me up, or it messed up my PayPal, but other than that, it's pretty good. Now, the platform itself, BeatStars, it's really fun to use. I mean, I use it. The way you can trend on there, it's like any other platform. It's like Spotify, but it's just beats, and there's nothing else on there. It's just beats, not music, not your normal artists on there. It's just beats. You buy beats, you collab with people, and you sell beats. That's the main point of it for producers, to upload their beats on there and sell them. Now, I like to do this sometimes, but I have multiple marketing techniques that I implement in my daily life, or in my producing life. I'm gonna tell you a couple of them right now. First off, I love email marketing. Now, if you want to hear an in-depth detail about this, you can go listen to that third podcast I made. It's not that great. I mean, yeah, the information's great, but the way I speak, the way I deliver it's not that good. But you can take the information from that. Trust me, you will learn something. You will make money if you implement them strategies, and you're a producer or artist. You want to get your streams up. You want to get your money up. Go check that podcast out. It's on if you're listening to this episode, then you can just scroll down the episode list and find the third one. It should be called like the guide for producing and marketing. Anyways, first off, I love email marketing. Why do I love email marketing? It's so beneficial. Say I have a bunch of beats, like say I have a free beat I want to give away to everybody, to like upcoming artists or something. I would follow a bunch of upcoming artists. I would go to the hashtag on Instagram, right? Or I know a lot of upcoming artists, a lot of small artists, and I would be like, I'll add them to a group chat. Just me as the one single producer and about 31 other artists in there. I'm like, hey, if you want a free beat, DM me. And then say like 20 of them DM me out of the 30. And then you're like, it's free on tag, use it to mainstream, whatever. And there's no tags, and it sounds perfect. They're like, okay, I want this. So what you do, you're like, hey, can I have your email so I can send it to you? And then you also ask them to give you a shout out on your story. Now, I've learned a couple things while producing and how to grow and stuff. First off, you don't do stuff for free. I mean, now say like I'm giving away the beat. There's a purpose in giving it away for free. First off, I'm getting a free promotion. And second off, I'm getting their email. Now, the promotion is pretty self-explanatory. They post it on, I give them a little script to say on their story or on a post or something. And it's like, hey, go check out Beats4Feet. He has free beats. And then they see that. They follow me. And they DM me about the free beat. And I get their emails. This is a repetitive cycle. And I get like 5 mentions on my stories daily. And this is how it grows a decent amount on Instagram. I'll be like, hey, free beat. And they just DM me. And I'll tell them to shout me out on their story. And I'll tell them, then give me your email. And so the email is so important because you give them the beat. You have their email. You have a way to contact them that's more professional. Like, and so wait a couple months or a couple weeks after, like once they have some music upcoming, and you'd be like, hey, the reason their email is so important is because they're artists, and artists need beats. And so you DM them like, hey, I got a really good deal. on this beat, like, I don't know, like $40 or something. Hey, I can give you this beat combo, I can give you this, I can give you that for so much. I mean, it's a great way to grow, and it's a great way to sell beats. I mean, just email them, do that thing I told you. And yeah, I don't see why other people are doing that. I get my 5 mentions on my story daily, usually. And your money just keeps on coming when you do that. Now I'm going to talk about Facebook groups. I use Facebook groups a lot because, first off, I'm joining it. I'm in a group with producers and artists only. Nobody else. Everybody's on the same page, the same team. And I usually go one-on-one with these artists in direct messages, and I'm like, hey, I can hook you up with this deal. Hey, I can sell you this for how much? Or, hey, I can give you a free beat, and do that email marketing trick. And that's a good way to make connections. Connections are always important in the community. And it's a good way to get on BeatStars, make connections, you know. And that's how I'm going to try to get that podcast on BeatStars or something. I don't know. And another way is, like, if you join these producer groups on Facebook, you get unlimited access to, like, free loops and stuff. Sometimes, like, if these producers are on the low and stuff, like, are being for real with you, you can, like, say they want a beat pack or a loop pack off a certain website, and say you already have the stuff. Note, this may be, it's not illegal. Well, it may be a little illegal, but you're trading. Nobody has to know. Yeah, okay, if it's down with it, if it's a big platform, it doesn't really matter. So you can trade, like, these these loop packs. Be like, hey, I have loop pack C, and you have loop pack A, and none of us have the vice versa. So how about we trade them, and, like, we keep the loop packs, and I send you a copy of it. That is an easy way to, like, improve, like, how you can make your beats. That's what I do a lot. I have over a flash drive full of just loops and stuff. Hit me up for something like that if you need it. I got a lot. I'm probably get it to you cheaper for free if you can offer a trade or something. I'm fine with that. I could probably do, like, $20 for, like, a whole lot of loops. I'm talking, like, over a gig and stuff of, like, these loops. Can't go wrong with it. And I've made money like that too. So yeah, that's a good way to do it too. Now I'm gonna talk about another thing. Twitter. Tell me how many producers use Twitter. Not enough. And I've realized that, and I use it with the artists. A lot of these artists are on Twitter, but the producers ain't. And I take advantage of that because Twitter is just like, it's like Facebook but without a filter. Or I don't know, it's a really cool platform. I don't post on there much. I just talk to people. I try to get connections. Try to get them land on my website, view the podcast, or view my Instagram or something. Because that's where I mainly market. That and Facebook. Now, I am thinking about running some ads for this podcast. Especially if I start zoning in on just the producing part of it. And I'm going to probably take out about $30. Well, or eventually, probably by the end of the year, I'm going to take out about $100. Promote this podcast on Facebook and Instagram. I don't know. Just try to get it out there. Because right now I'm getting like 30 views a podcast. I mean, that's fine since I'm only on this is my 7th episode, I think. This one right here that you're listening to, it's the 7th episode. And yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna talk about the outro now. Okay, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you listening to this. I mean, if you found this useful or informational as a producer, like, just subscribe to me on whatever podcast platform you're on. Helps me out. And yeah, that's about it. Now I'm gonna tell you a quick story because I also like humor and stuff. So today, this happened today. I was outside. I was like, yeah, my foot finally got better. I sprained my foot, and I'm finally able to walk. and stuff now. Normally, and run, and jog, and do whatever. So I was outside, I was doing laps around the house, because I'm healthy. I try to stay healthy. That's a fitness goal. And so I'm out here, and I go over to my pepper plants because I like gardening. Not much, but I have my pepper plants and I have my tomato plants. Now, my tomato plants, they're dying. They're not that good. But the pepper plants, they did really good. And I had about 6 or 7 of these pepper plants. So what I didn't notice that one of these peppers had a hole in it. And so I bring these 6 or 7 peppers into the into the kitchen, and I wash them off like a good boy. I put them in the drainer, and then I'm chopping one up, and there's this worm or this parasite in it, and it was because I didn't see it on the other side. It was like a worm. Yeah, it was a worm, and this worm's just eating the pepper, and I'm like, okay, what if I fed this to my mom? And I was like, no, that's a stupid idea. She won't even touch a pepper because she don't like spicy stuff. I was like, what if I fed it to my dad? I was like, nah, he's too nice to me. I was like, what about my sister? So I get this pepper and I serve it up on a plate. I chop it up with this worm in it. I don't know. And so I put it in a bowl of ice cream and I yell, hey Sarah, I got you some ice cream. I put whipped cream over it so she'd think it was actually good and stuff. It was mint chocolate chip. I love mint chocolate chip. Everybody should love mint chocolate chip. And so it's my favorite. I don't like chocolate or anything. I hate chocolate. I don't know. But anyway, so I give her this bowl of ice cream with the worm in it. She starts eating it. And wouldn't you believe it, when she spits this back up onto my mom, she starts screaming, ah, Sarah, you spilled worm on me. They're going berserk. Sarah's like, there's a worm in here. Evan, there's a worm, Evan. I'm like, what about, isn't there supposed to be a pepper? And she's like, ooh, it's spicy, ew. Yeah, that happened. She got mad. She got over it, though. I gave her, $2. She shut up then. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. And if you enjoy this podcast, make sure you rate it good or whatever. Follow me on IG. I make beats. I'm a producer. If you're an artist, you can always hit me up for a beat. I can always run a deal. I have a website, Beats4Feet. It's I don't know. It's on my Instagram. So anyways, that about does it. I hope you have a good day. Really. And I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay great on today's society. And that's it.